So, you want to learn how to make money on YouTube? Well, in this video, we're going to give you the answer. Number one, the first way you can make money with YouTube is through the Google AdSense program. The way this works is you simply monetize your account on YouTube, and then YouTube or Google, same thing, is going to start giving you money.
It is now time to actually get paid. I'm going to explain to you guys that in detail, so let's move on to step number 1. Right, so this is pretty obvious. You have to become a YouTube partner in order to actually get paid and make money and everything like that. So once you have actually become a YouTube partner and your videos are monetized, you will end up having an AdSense account. And an AdSense account is basically a account you will log in where you will see all your earnings, where you see your CPM, like how many dollars you get per 1,000 views, everything like that. But I get a lot of questions from people like, how does AdSense work? I cannot show it in today's video because I cannot access my own AdSense account because I'm not even managing my own payments. I mean, my MCN, my network, they just pay me every month. I haven't seen an AdSense account in, I don't know, 2.5 years. So right when this video is done, I'll be apping the management of my network to tell them, like, I want to record a video about how to set up AdSense. So that probably should release next week. So right now, what we need to do is, if you have an AdSense account, what we're going to do is, right now we're on Google, and I'm going to just type in Google AdSense like that. So then we will just come on this website and it will click through like that. Right here it says ads you can count on. Let's grow on your revenue while you focus on growing your business. So what we need to do is we have to log in because we've just been approved and everything like that. And guys, if you're not approved yet, just keep grinding the videos, get that 1,000 subscribers, get that 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months or the upcoming 12 months. Just keep grinding and obviously eventually you will become a YouTube partner. So now what we need to do is we want to hit sign in at the top right. But as you can see right now, if I click sign in, I get this message. Looks like this Google account isn't associated with an AdSense account. That's okay. You can either sign in with the Google account associated with AdSense or sign up for an AdSense account today. So this is basically Google and I'm already signed in, but I cannot log in into my own AdSense account. So that's not really necessary as well because I just receive a paycheck at the end of every month from my network. So what you need to do is log into your AdSense account, and in order to get paid, you want to optimize the settings. So I cannot get any further than just the login screen, but what I can remember from like a while back is once you've logged in into your AdSense account, you want to basically head over to the settings tab, and then what you want to do is just go ahead and, for example, if it's possible, type in your PayPal account. And what I also can remember is if you confirm your bank account, they're gonna probably, I don't know if they still do that, they're gonna probably, like, I don't know, send like 2 transactions to your bank account. For example, one is 4 cents and the other one is, for example, 18 cents, and you have to fill that in the website to confirm that it's really you. I don't know if they still do that. PayPal does it if you want to connect your bank account. I'm not really too sure. I cannot log in because if I hit sign in right here, I will just keep getting this message like, look like this Google account isn't associated with an AdSense account. So I'll be just, figuring this out, and I'll be just, having a quick call with my manager about this because I just wanted to create that video so you guys can show how AdSense works and everything like that. So in order to actually get paid, you have to optimize these settings, either confirm your bank account or PayPal, or if you live in the United States, you can just receive it by check. I don't really trust, sending a check or sending like physical money in an envelope to your front door, because if it gets lost, who's going to be responsible for that? So once you have optimized it, you can actually go ahead and confirm the payments. You have to wait until you get paid. In the video last week, I told you guys that there is a threshold or like a minimum amount you need to make every month in order to get paid, because usually, like back in the day, networks would promise you like, if you make a cent, I will pay you 1 cent. That doesn't really exist anymore. So the threshold is $100. So in order to get $100 every month, I would say you have to get at least 75,000 to 125,000 views every single month in order to get paid at least $100. So now that you will have everything set up, you're a YouTube partner, your AdSense account is optimized, everything like that, AdSense is a great platform to actually track your earnings and everything like that. So guys, make sure to stay tuned, because next week we'll be going in depth in my actual AdSense account. I'm going to show you how to set up your payment settings, everything like that, because I can't get any further than just, as you can see, the login screen.
These companies pay me to talk about them and their products and their services as a part of my videos. Number 5, there's speaking opportunities that I get to do in various states and even places around the world, where they hire me to come speak at their events or to do a training for their company or for their business. Come work with creators at their conference or something like that. From my family's vlogging channel, we have clips of, cute kids doing their first steps and being born and things like that. And there's brands out there who want to take that content and make it a part of their commercials, and so I license that content to them, and they pay me a fee in order to use my video clips in their commercials and for their promotional campaign. Talk about different products or gear. I'm not getting paid necessarily from the brand to talk about them, but like if I'm reviewing the GoPro like I did a few weeks ago and reviewing that for vlogging, I put a link to it in the description of the video where you guys can go check out the GoPro if it's something you're interested in purchasing. And if you use my link and buy that product that I'm talking about, then I usually get a percentage of the sales back. So, I'm affiliates with B&H Photo, with Amazon, and a lot of other stuff. You guys are supporting me and video creators on a monthly basis to kind of help make this sustainable in exchange for some cool perks that I give you guys and some cool hangouts that we do privately just with you guys and me once a month and some other stuff.
Patreon is clearly filling a need. It allows creators like myself who produce a body of work for the public to receive support directly from their fans. This means we don't have to mess with sponsors or find ways to tailor our content to a mass audience. But that said, it's not just as simple as setting up an account and people just giving you money to be creative. I'm going to drill through what you should know based upon my own experiences on the platform. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Amazing Lights, Flow Toys, Spinballs, and UltraPoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can visit them all on the web by following the links down in the description of this video. So first up, I've been on Patreon now for just over 2 years. Originally, I tried crowdfunding through my own website, but I found I couldn't create an interface as clean or as easy to use as Patreon. I'm really glad I switched over, and I'm sure my supporters are as well. In that time, I've learned a bit of what to do on the platform and a whole lot of what not to do on the platform. So let's start off with a really important question. Is Patreon even right for you? Now, I'm not going to name names, but in the past year, I have seen a lot of people jump onto Patreon with the expectation that it's essentially just people giving them money to be creative. They don't have a clear project in mind, nor a body of consistent work under their belts. They basically come at it saying, pay me to be creative. And this is mistake number 1. There's no platform that exists just to throw money at you in order to do whatever you like. You have to have something that you produce that's a benefit to a group of people. Do you produce videos, comics, music, photography, video games? Awesome! All of these things have audiences for them. Create a body of work, cultivate a fan base. Then tell that fan base that there's a way that they can support your work. If you start by creating the profile on Patreon without first having the community around your work, you're going to have 2 uphill battles to fight instead of just 1. The next question you need to ask yourself is what benefits you can provide your patrons. The vast majority of people who support you will almost always be doing so just to support your work. I've signed up to support many creators myself simply because I enjoy their work, and I discovered I could show my appreciation by signing up to support them. But there have also been plenty of creators who have offered up rewards that totally inspired me to give more. When I discovered Leo Moracchioli, I found I could get free MP3 downloads of all of his covers by pledging at a certain level. When I discovered History Buffs, I found I could get early access to his scripts and see how he outlines his reviews. When I discovered Mark Whitten, I found I could get a print of one of his paintings sent to me every year. Think about the ways that you can add value for your patrons. Why are they following your work, and what might you be able to give them to deepen their appreciation of that work? Take some time to think very carefully about the rewards you can give your patrons. Think about the questions that you have about other creators. What would you want from them? Also, think about sustainability. Remember, people are coming to you because you're creating content that they enjoy. Don't add things to your plate that will make continuing to create that content more difficult. Next, how much financial support do you actually need to keep on doing this thing? One thing you have to consider when getting into a platform like Patreon is that you have to grow your subscriber base on it. You're going to start with no supporters and have to build yourself up to a level that's sustainable for you. That's going to take time and it's going to take effort. Just creating the thing isn't enough. You have to let people know that it exists and get them to sign up to support you on it. Treat it like a long-term investment and the people that support you on it as though they're the board of your company. These are people who've signed up to give you their hard-earned money for literally no reason other than they enjoy your content. Treat them like gold because they are. So for those of you who are working on starting up a Patreon account, I hope that this gave you some things to think about.